Hello, yeah, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the first episode of the series Freelance to Freedom. I am a top-rated business support specialist. On Upwork, you see I'm a top-rated virtual assistant, content writer, and customer support specialist. For the past 6 years, I've been offering my services to companies and individuals across the globe. I've worked with nothing less than 50 clients, and I have worked with clients in different parts of the world. In at least 9 countries, I have clocked over 5,000 hours on Upwork, and it's been going fine. I've garnered a lot of experience, I have learned a lot of skills, and I have a lot up here to share with you, especially for those who want to begin their freelance journey. Prior to 2016, I've not earned a dime from the internet. I was skeptical about earning from the internet, although a friend and a brother, Maroboye, suggested this to me in 2015. I was skeptical. I waited for 1 extra year before poverty pushed me to giving it a try. I was broke at that point in 2016, and I felt I really had nothing to lose, so why not give it a try? And I gave it a try. He told me earlier that, Eric, you can write. How about you leverage your writing skill and earn some money from yourself within the digital space? Okay, I gave it a try, and it's been good. I can tell you that so far so good. We are still pushing ahead. Why I started off as a writer, today I am no more a writer as such. I have diversified my skills, and I am better suited in some other niche of interest, especially in the areas of business support, customer support, virtual assistants, and social media management. That's what I've been doing at least for the past 3 years. So why this video? Like I told you, I have not really explored any from the internet prior to 2016. I got my first laptop in 2013 while I was preparing for my undergraduate project. After that time, I was using laptop for games, for seeing movies, and perhaps preparing some lessons for either church or public lectures. When I started Upwork in 2016, through the help of a friend and brother I made reference to earlier, I was able to get my first job. The job I was doing was a little bit complex because I was writing for a company who manufacture equipment for neuroscience research. So I had to read through a lot of articles in neuroscience journal, which ordinarily is not my niche. In my undergraduate, I studied agricultural economics, so it's far from where I was comfortable. But that thing pushed me out of my comfort zone, and it has been so throughout the years. One of the things you learn as a freelancer is you must be free to extend your wings. You must be free to extend your wings, and very often you will extend them beyond your comfort zone. You must be willing to learn new things. As part of my gesture to reciprocate what my friend and brother Maroboye did for me by introducing me to freelancing, I have also decided to mentor persons so that they can earn a living or earn some income, at least from the digital economy. For the past 2 years, I can say some of the persons that I have mentored are already making some good money. With the requests pouring in as from 2020, it becomes practically impossible for me to mentor the number of persons reaching out to me for mentoring. So I decided to add this to my video production so that in Freelance to Freedom, I'll be reaching out to you every Thursday, sharing some of the tips and tricks to get ahead in the digital space. Now, this will not just be about Upwork, but since Upwork is a platform where I've worked for the past 6 years, I'm going to dedicate the first few months looking at the nitty-gritty of how to succeed in Upwork. But subsequently, we are going to explore other opportunities in the digital space and how you can leverage this opportunity to make either a living for yourself or to augment what you are doing right now to make a living. So let's start. What is freelancing? Freelancing is a process whereby a person or group of persons earn money on a part-time or a per-task basis. That means you have a part-time arrangement with a company or with an individual to fulfill some task for that company or that person, and you'll be paid at the end of that task. So from the description of freelancing, you see there is no permanent contractual agreement. It is just on a part-time basis. A good example of freelance is when you get a generator guy to fix your gen set. He fixes it, you pay, and it goes. There is no serious full-time arrangement. However, if the guy is good, whenever you need someone to service your generator or service your car, as the case may be, you always defer to that person because the person did well in the first instance. That is how freelancing is. While freelancing is a part-time arrangement kind of work, it can often blossom into a full-time contractual agreement. There were clients that I started working for, and the arrangement was just 2 weeks to 3 months. But because of the quality of service I offer, the level of commitment I show in this job, these part-time arrangement blossom into jobs that I end up doing for over a year. Some of them I did them for up to 2 years. So that basically is what freelancing is about. The question is, why freelancing? Why should you be interested in freelancing? The first thing I want to suggest very strongly is that with freelancing, you can leave the unemployment net. You can leave the group of persons tagged unemployed. If you explore the opportunities that come with freelancing, if you apply your skills carefully, you can get some good jobs for yourself. Insofar you are earning weekly or monthly, whatever the arrangement is, you are not unemployed. So it is very relevant in the Nigeria situation. So this actually is a strong call to friends and people who are currently serving with the National Youth Service Corps and other persons who have completed that program without any job inside. You could explore the opportunities in the digital economy or other freelance opportunity to earn a living or to augment whatever you are doing, if at all you are doing anything right now. So you can explore freelancing and leave the group of the unemployed. The second reason is freelancing serves as an opportunity for salary augmentation. You see, in Nigeria, the minimum wage is very deplorable and it is not enough. Often, the take home of many persons cannot take them home because some persons are working in either for the government or working in some corporate organization. They pay them between 70,000 to, let's say, 180,000. Some few persons may be earning up to 200,000, but rarely will you see people earning above 250,000, especially in many budding corporate organizations, many companies. So that really is not enough to take care of many needs, especially for family persons, especially for people living in places with high cost of living. It is not enough to meet their daily need. The current increase in inflation rate has actually worsened the living standard of many persons. So freelancing offers a good opportunity to augment whatever you are earning at the moment. Another benefit of freelancing, as I have seen it, is foreign exposure. I kid you not, the first time I had an interview with foreigners, I was scared. I was scared, just to put it honestly. I was scared because I had not really interviewed for any job, and the first time I would be interviewed for a job, I was being interviewed by foreigners. Okay, I know I was going to stand before someone to interview for a job someday, but I didn't really see it that the first time I'll be standing in the global stage, quote and unquote. But you see, I've gotten used to it. I've done a lot of interviews. I tell people, which I will still tell you later, in this freelance journey, you need grit, you need persistence, and you need determination. Most times, people go through my profile on Upwork and like, wow, this guy is actually big on Upwork. But the truth is, that is as a result of many years of labor, determination, and just the refusal to quit. I have applied for over 820 jobs on Upwork. And when I tell you that I've completed over 50 contracts on Upwork, just work the mathematics. That's about, let's say, 55 or 59 over 820. You see, it means that I've interviewed for over 200 jobs, and many of those jobs, the response is a no, but I keep pressing because I know a closed door is not always a locked door. So you just keep pushing, and that is how you succeed. Back to what I was saying, why freelancing? One of the reasons is that you have foreign exposure. I'm telling you, I've had a ton of that exposure, either by interviewing with these people or working with teams across the globe. The other thing about freelancing, which many persons like, is the freedom you get over your time and space. I kid you not, freelancing does not mean that you are free. You don't have to work all the time. And no, if you really want to be serious with this, you have to be working all the time. But your freedom comes in you choosing where you will work and what time you will work. Say, for example, I have a trip I need to undertake, let's say tomorrow. I can schedule, okay, I'll leave in the morning and get to my destination. It means I'll rest for a while and I'll work into the night. Insofar the task is done, my employer will not be angry. So I can move things around my 24-hour day. That is the beauty of freelancing. But that doesn't mean because I'm a freelancer, I am free. That doesn't mean because I'm a freelancer, I am free. So you can always ask me to do one thing. No, I'm always engaged. I always have a lot of responsibility, but I have that freedom, so to say, to reorganize things in a way that will suit me and my program part-time. So you also have freedom of space. I can choose to go to, let's say, the tech hub and use their working station, or I can choose to work from my own office. So you have that freedom of space. I can even be in a bus, I'll be working. I can be anywhere, I just be working. So you have that freedom of space. The last thing is, through freelancing, you can build a career and follow a passion. You see, freelancing has afforded me the opportunity to learn many latent interests, and I have been exploring them. Freelancing has exposed me to the social media space because I'm a social media manager for brands, so I understand the space better, and it is easy for me to use this to drive my passion. So freelancing actually opens you to a lot of opportunity, and I will encourage you, if you don't have anything serious doing at the moment, or if you are looking for something to augment your earnings, if you are looking for something to stretch yourself from your comfort zone, develop yourself, and make you better fit in offering service in our very busy, fast-paced world today, then you should consider freelancing. So what do you need to become a successful freelancer? That is the next question that should be on your mind. The first thing you need is the right or positive attitude. I've seen many persons come to me with the intention of becoming freelancers. So I walk them through all they need to do, and when they go in, they come with the mentality that freelancing is supposed to be very easy. You are working online, you are working for companies overseas, you earn in dollars, and they just focus on the perks of freelancing and they leave the work. So when they come with that mentality of ease, they end up running away when they see that there is so much work here. But I want to encourage you, start with a positive attitude. Yes, it gives you some freedom, but you have to work because the competition is stiff. You are not competing with some of your neighbors in the other flat. No, you are competing in a global environment. Because of that, you need to put in the work. So come with a positive attitude, with the right attitude that yes, I want to be a freelancer and I want to put in the work. When you do that, you will succeed. The other thing about freelancing is you need the right skills. You are selling something of value, and what you are selling most times is not a product. As a freelancer, what you are selling most time is your service. So you need to get the right skills. The right skills, communication skills, you must get at least writing skills, and the skills relevant to the niche where you want to operate. For example, if you want to operate in the digital marketing space, you must have skills in social media marketing, email marketing, just basically understand the various forms of digital marketing, search engine marketing and all that. Understand what you need to get, the skills you need to get before you start selling those skills, because you are offering something of value, as I said, in the digital economy. The next thing you need, aside the right skill, I said you need the right attitude. I've talked about the right skill. The third thing you need is competence and experience. Competence comes when you are learning your skills. You should be able to learn and practice. Now, what it requires to practice in the digital space is not necessarily working for somebody. For example, if you want to be a video editor, you don't need to work for someone before you be a good video editor. You can create some videos and learn how to use perhaps Adobe Premiere Pro or whatever video editing app you want to use. Learn how to use that software very well. You try it on some dummy videos. Create to the point where you are competent, you know you can do these things so well. When you have done that, you need to garner experience. And one of the ways to garner experience is to volunteer either for a no pay or a low pay internship. So you can work with organization, let's say within a month, 3 months, you garner experience as an intern. This in the long run will be beneficial to you because you can fall back to it. You can point people to it. That I've worked with XYZ company. These were the roles and these were my deliverables. These were the things I achieved while I was working for this organization. You can actually fall back to that. So I've talked about having the right attitude. I've talked about having the right skill. I've talked about competence and experience. What you need next is determination. I mentioned that in passing. When you are coming into this space, it is very competitive because a lot of persons are exploring it. But I want to tell you for a fact, what separates the boys from the men is determination. Many persons come in, when they hit rock bottom, they run away. When they hit a brick wall, they run away. But with determination, you'll be able to achieve a lot. Determination means you don't give up when it is rough. You don't give up when you've applied for 50 jobs and you've not heard from any of these persons you applied to. You don't give up. Rather, you learn. Is there something I'm not doing well that I need to do well? Is there a skill that I need to have? What do I need to do? What is the best time to apply for jobs? All these things, you put them in place. You keep iterating. Before you know it, you get a job. It takes determination. Beyond determination, you need persistence. You need persistence. You are determined to get there and you must be persistent. You keep pushing, you will get there. The last thing I think you need in this journey is a mentor. And that is what I am offering you digitally. You need a mentor. You know, I saw some days ago that an expert is someone who has tried and failed in a very narrow field, failed in every area that there is no area he has not failed in. So he has mastered that. So that's an expert. So that's the kind of person you need as a mentor. I'm not offering you an advice of how to succeed on Upwork or as a freelancer just by the virtue of some things I read or some videos I watched. No, that's not it. I am tried and tested. I've been there, I've done that, I've seen it all. I have experienced so many things that you never can imagine that I have experienced on Upwork. I understand the platform. There is hardly a problem on Upwork people bring to me that I don't have an idea. So it's not always fun. Like when I was experiencing some unpleasantness, I was wondering why my case seems to be different then. But right now, I don't think so because it affords me an opportunity to mentor so many persons, to tell them there's really nothing outlandish here. It's a small challenge. It can be taken care of. You need someone. So I want to encourage you. I'm offering this, but aside, there are many top-rated freelancers in Nigeria and everywhere in the world you can look up to for mentoring. You can reach out to guide you when you have difficulty, but I offer my service to you. I offer it free of charge, and the means to reach out, you can send me an email, you can reach out to me for those who have my contact, and but the sure way to get this information from time to time is by subscribing first to this YouTube channel and watching the videos as I release them from time to time. So you need a mentor. Aside this, you need some other things. These are the things you need to get if truly you want to be a freelancer. If you want to begin your freelance journey, you need a smartphone. I'm not talking about the price of the smartphone. I'm not talking about the brand. I'm talking about the functionality. You need a smartphone. You need a laptop. For starters, you need something 4 gig RAM and above, and some good storage. You can start with 250 if you want to save many of your files in cloud, but for RAM you need nothing less than a 4 gig RAM laptop. 8 gig preferable, 16 gig excellent, 32 gig superb, depending on what you are doing. But for most persons, if you don't have an employment at the moment, it may be difficult to raise that money to buy a laptop of, let's say, 16 gig RAM, 512 SSD or 1 terabyte SSD. So you can make do with what you have. I recommend to people I mentor that if you don't have money to buy a new laptop, you can get a good, fairly used laptop for a start. Eventually, when you start earning from your freelance jobs, you cannot get yourself a good laptop. All the laptops I have acquired in this journey, they were paid for by the jobs I did for people. So it is better when you are already earning and you are going for the next big thing. The third thing you need, aside having a smartphone, smartphone and a good laptop. You need good internet connection. If you don't have internet connection, you'll be frustrated. I have lost a good number of jobs because of poor internet connection. You have to fix that. If you check, currently I use different internet provider. This is one of them. This is Airtel router. I have two MTN routers that I use. This is one MTN router. I have another one I use. So it's not easy. This is another MTN router. I also have another source of internet. It is ZTE network. So you need good source of internet. You must not be caught unfresh. You must not be caught unprepared. And at times when these do not give me what I'm looking for, I even defer to my mobile phone and I'll spot from my mobile phone. You need good source of internet connection, so that you will not be in a meeting or in an interview discussing with your prospective client. Internet knocks you out of the meeting and you cannot join again. You've lost that job. It's good as if you did not ever apply for the job in the first place. Now, the fourth thing you need is a workspace. A workspace is a place where you can work. It is serene. It is your space. It can even be in your bedroom, but you must be sure that at least what is behind you is a plain wall and the space is well lit so that people can see your face, especially when you are interviewing or you are meeting with your employer. People can see your face very well. So try to fix your workspace. It does not need to be outlandish, but it should be clean and decent. So lastly, you need constant electricity. For many persons in Nigeria and in some other developing climes, constant electricity is usually elusive. So you need to get some source of electricity like a generating set, solar, whatever it is, so that you have a backup. When there's power outage, you can defer to your backup. You need that so that your gadgets are properly charged, your room or your workspace is well lit, and you are better prepared for the job. So these are the things you need to start off as a freelancer. I believe that if you have not gotten the minimum, you are not ready to start. But you ask me, I intend to get a laptop within the next 3 months. I'm really interested in this, Eric. Okay, this is my advice for you. What I will encourage you to do is, while you are waiting for the funds to get a laptop, a smartphone, source of internet and all that, why don't you take some skills? Even if you have skill, let's say in digital marketing, you have skill in programming, why don't you upskill? Take some courses while you are preparing for that, so that when you are coming in, you are coming in ready, prepared to deliver excellence to your prospective clients everywhere in the world. I wish you the very best in your freelance journey. As we progress, you'll be learning a lot from me. I want to encourage you, subscribe to this YouTube channel, share this to a friend, share this to a colleague who may be interested in freelancing. I'm not saying this braggadociously, but I can beat my chest that I have a lot in store for you. And when it comes to freelancing, I have a lot to share. I am sincerely interested in seeing that with what you learned from me, you can earn some good money for yourself. And I will leave nothing undone. There is no trick or secret that I intend to keep from you. I will lay everything bare. All I have done that has helped me for this past 6 to 7 years, I'm going to unveil before you. And I think it's going to do you well if you stick close. If you stay close, if you are subscribed to this channel, if you share, if you comment on the videos, because I want to know if actually it makes sense and it's actually meeting a need. So thank you so much for watching this video. So the next time we'll see will be next week Thursday. Please keep a date in your calendar. We'll meet here next week Thursday. If you're interested in joining some special sessions I have with people, just indicate in the comment section below. You'll be able to ask me questions in those live sessions, questions you are facing at the moment. I'll be answering those questions. So for our next video, I will walk you through the various components of the Upwork platform and we'll take it from there. So before then, I wish you a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are in the world.